Hello and welcome back to the No Exit Experience. I am back from the precipice of death. I was so close to dead. No, I wasn't at all. I was just you can hear the remnants in my throat like the leftover of a thunderstorm. I'm Jason. I'm here with Richard. Tom is engineering. We got Mick and we got Paul on the remotes. So we have a new reading about our mission statement for No Exit Experience this day. The clunky roar of the psychic engine that has plagued the No Exit Experience is no more. We are left standing in the wreckage of a months-long nightmare. The show is no longer tethered to a malignant presence, a human black hole whose only true talent was acting like a spoiled adolescent who was draining our sanity. But now that jagged weight has been cut loose, sent screaming into the abyss of the comments where she belongs.
Yay.
There is a strange, twitchy clarity setting all over the landscape. The air no longer smells like cheap perfume. It's a savage sort of rebirth, the kind that required me to crawl through a mile of broken glass just to remember the color of the sky. The monsters haven't all gone. You will still see them growling in the comments, but at least they're in the rearview mirror as I push the speedometer towards the red line, howling at the moon with a clean heart and a suitcase full of dangerous possibilities. Heck yes! 2 thumbs up.
Can't be a little bit more harsh than that?
Oh, it could be worse. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
I think it's fantastic.
Jason and I were discussing, should people be named or should it be like left open for interpretation?
well, I have
You can name him.
I have a point on that because watching that execrable piece of shit of her army, she named you, but she would not name me. I don't know if she's afraid of me or respects me because she beat all around the bush and even told stories out of school, which she didn't even have firsthand. She wasn't there for, but she wouldn't name me. But she reviled you like there was no tomorrow.
I have a feeling on episode 1 of Vanessa's Army, February 22nd,
Oh, you're not supposed to give that out.
it's going to be a screed of all Vanessa's enemies and how horrible and fascistic they are.
Well, you
Can I
know,
get on that list?
but you know, if
Yeah, you'll be on the list, Paul. Yeah.
if Richard
Oh,
is on
thank
the
you.
list and Paul is on the list and Mick is on the list and I'm on the list,
Yeah.
there's only one thing in common.
She perceives us all as her enemy.
Yeah, so we're all the enemy. Because who was it like? Was it it was Sal who's saying all the people that betrayed him. Well, he's the other side of that betrayal, you know, and it's how you frame it. You know, not going out to dinner with you is not the same as betrayal. You know, but and when you realize much more is due to incompetence than malice, life goes a lot better. What do you think, Mick?
Honestly, I was trying to be the bigger man and just let it go, but I got carpet bombed. I got carpet bombed twice on 2 different shows, and then Saturday was all about how volatile, how off I'm at, and how much of it was a mistake to even have me to even suggest that I guest host. So I was trying to let it go. I was not going to say anything about it on my show yesterday. My show was dedicated to a belated Veterans Day because of my car breaking down. So, and her minions decided they were gonna decide to put 188 comments on my show. And out of those 188 comments, only 4 of them were from my roommate.
Hey. You know, it's the Toyota way of doing it.
What's that?
You just do hundreds of comments,
Yeah.
and they don't have to be that good. Instead of one pithy one, instead of one Aston Martin or one Escalade, you do 100 Toyotas. And so that's what you do. That clearly, when you care enough to send the very best and 100 gibberish or vile crap, you know that's the way you do it. Quantity, not quality.
I'm wearing the perfect shirt, Joker, with the little jester. The Jester.
Oh, it's not. I thought it was the Batman Joker.
No.
Oh,
I see the Jester.
Like Lemmy. Don't forget the Joker. Ace of Spades.
Oh,
Actually, it's a Joker of cards.
I see.
Yeah, I know. That's what Ace of Spades is also a card, and that's what he mentions. Don't forget the Joker.
Right.
Lemmy's dead though, so God rest him. So what's our first issue here?
You want me to mention the Led Zeppelin?
Oh yeah,
thing?
tell Led Zepp story.
Okay, so there was a witchcraft enthusiast in England named Aleister Crowley. He died in 1947, and his estate has been selling off his occult memorabilia ever since. Like whenever they get low on money, they put out some more memorabilia, and then people come to the auctions, and then they can survive. So in 1973, there's one of these auctions, and two people find that they're bidding on the same manuscript that Crowley wrote that was never published. Jimmy Page and a filmmaker named Kenneth Anger. They're going back and forth, higher and higher and higher. And I don't know who won the auction, but afterward they said, I didn't know that there was another person in the world that would go this high. And now here you are. And they actually developed a friendship. And they said, well, what do you like about him? And here's what I like about him. And eventually, they wound up getting together and sharing their ideas. And Kenneth Anger said, I'm going to make a film. I'm an independent filmmaker. I'm going to make a film called Lucifer Rising. Jimmy, how would you like to do the soundtrack? I would love to do that. Hey, let's have your people and my people get together. We'll sign a contract. Okay, so they did. Then Kenneth Anger starts filming it, and he's, where's the soundtrack? Where's the soundtrack, right? So finally, the soundtrack comes in, and Kenneth listens to it, and he goes, this looks like something you did on a Saturday afternoon when you had an hour to spare. You went in your bedroom, and you got your effects pedals to your guitar, and it's like this droning thing. There's no creativity in it. How dare you say that my music is not creative? It's not. It's not. It doesn't fit the, I would have thought you would like to see that how far I got to help you. No, none of that. And it escalated and escalated and escalated, until finally Kenneth Anger put a curse on Jimmy Page. And he said, it's called the Midas curse. Maybe he got it from that book. He said, for the rest of your life, you will acquire great wealth, but you will never find happiness because you will always be immersed in stressful circumstances. So he puts the curse on. 4 years later, the drummer in Led Zeppelin dies of alcohol poisoning. And then the band was plagued by numerous lawsuits that claimed that the Led Zeppelin stole their music. They were all settled out of court for a cash settlement. Then there were the groupies who were leaking to the press. Please alert other band groupies that Jimmy Page is into inflicting pain, S&M.
And don't forget 13 and 14-year-olds, baby groupies.
And he's also into humiliating women. He finds that enjoyable.
Hey, he says piss on it, like R. Kelly.
So my question was, all these things that happened to Led Zeppelin, a result of the curse?
People that make bad decisions make bad decisions. And it's the cost of doing business. Jimmy Page's bigger problem was the heroin needle in his arm than some curse from Kenneth Anger.
What do you fellows think? Do you think that some of this had to do with the curse?
I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know.
But wasn't there something also about the film was 23 minutes and he had 28 minutes, or there was 28 minutes of film and there's 23 minutes of music? Wasn't there some disconnection about the amount of music and the amount of film?
That I'm not sure of.
But I can't remember the details of it. But I think curses are bullshit, and I'm saying that right now. Even if I'm busy, or not busy, but I'm in a tizzy, I'm not going to ring the bell of the curses and metaphysics. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's right up there with astrology. Do you know what's going to happen in 10,000 years? The North Star is going to move, and Vega will be the North Star. And also, every zodiac constellation from 2,000 years ago has moved one constellation. So our faults, dear Brutus, lie not in our stars, but in ourselves.
It's just a game of connect the dots.
It is. And you have to have a hell of an imagination. There's a constellation called the Dog. It's 2 stars.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you make a dog out of 2 stars?
I look up at this shit and I'm like, I don't see anything. I don't see a dragon. I don't see a leopard. I don't see a crab.
Not only that.
You got to take LSD for that.
Thank you,
I
Paul.
can't even spell that.
What we call the Big Dipper,
Mm-hmm.
the Native Americans called the Great Bear. They say a bear. I don't see no bear. And in England, they called it the plow, which I could see. Does look like the handle of a plow.
Well, what if your vision isn't as good?
Then you don't see as many stars.
You know, or your vision is better. You see the stars that other people don't. Because because the rods and cones, you can't see galactic clusters looking at them. You have to look to the side. Because I can tell you, if you know what to look for, you'll know it, because galactic clusters look like a smudge. It looks like a smudge with your thumb. Those are galactic clusters, but if you look at it, you won't see anything. But you look to the side, and your rods pick it up. You can see it at night.
Because of your blind spot?
No. That's the fovea. No, it's not the blind spot, because even with binocular vision, you won't see it.
Use a camera, you'll see it all.
If you're not that good with a camera, you don't have $1,000 or $10,000 camera.
No, you don't need that. You can do it with your cell phone.
Well, you could do it with my cell phone. I couldn't.
You see, there is skill in
Operator
photography.
error.
There is skill in photography.
Well,
Yes. Well, I would say so. Yeah.
like my roommate with Photoshop, and that's you with your camera. You are the automatic mode. You know what I mean? That everything that you can
Right.
set because you know what to do.
Right.
Versus Joe Schmuck like me, that I want to hit the button and it takes a picture.
The great
Right.
the great
Yeah,
vi-
automatic mode.
the great violinist Isaac Stern was at a meet and greet after one of his performances, and someone said, Professor Stern, your violin plays the most beautiful music. And he was startled, and he picked it up and he held it up to his ear. He goes, I don't hear it.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing with pictures. You know, they say, "Oh, your camera does wonderful."
Yeah, I know.
pictures."
We've both gotten that. Yeah, what kind of camera
like-
do you have? Yeah.
Like, why does it matter? It's like,
Well-
and I shoot everything manual too. I don't use all the bells and whistles. So
But if that's the thing though, that you could know which ones to enable and which ones not to. You know when the time is right.
true.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I still, I will say to our long departed, haven't seen her in months, other photographer who thinks that she can catch the right moments. Digital photography has been a boon to photographers without having to spend your time developing, being exposed to chemicals. You know, Lori's funny.
Laurie, you have a way of putting things together.
And that oh yeah, so that time, so you could take 100 pictures and the time it would take you to take 12, you know, and then you're more likely to get that one moment, you know, for whatever reason it works.
Ah.
Because if you think your finger can react quick enough, you're lying to yourself.
This week on PBS, they interviewed a famous photographer who just put out a book, and they said, "Oh, stunning, stunning pictures. How many did you take to get for this book?" And he said, "Over 200,000."
Yeah, because I asked my roommate about that, about the starving artists, and you know, those shows that they used to advertise, you know, in the Radisson or Marriott lobbies. I said, "Are any of them any good?" And she said, "You could go through them. You could find a real work of art. I mean, the same artist that did all of these. You find one which is tremendous, but most of them are just very quotidian. They're very pedestrian. They don't have that wow factor."
when I go out and shoot, I try to limit how many shots I take at once. Like, I don't sit there and hold the shutter down and take 30,000 shots or something. I try to shoot like as if I was still shooting with film.
Well, how does that? But then instead of 30,000, do you take a series of like 5 or 10 You know,
Depending on what it is. If it's action shots, yeah, because that's the only way you're going to catch the action shots. You want to click off as many frames as you can, depending on how fast the action is. Now, if I'm doing still shots or landscapes or
Hello,
we're on the air. We're on the air.
The Prez and Brian have shown up.
The President Brian have shown up. Happy to
or
see
the
you.
anim-
Well,
or an animal that's just sitting still,
Well-
I'll shoot a couple frames and that's it.
because at one of the Sabres games, it was about 15 years ago, I was right near Bill Whippert, who was taking pictures, and I
Hello,
could hear
Brian.
his camera whirring as he took multiple shots. You know,
Honestly, I've Richard knows the amount of cameras I have, and my mentor for photography told me shoot multiple shots, and then you'll find one out of those multiples will be the good one.
Mick,
I
what-
didn't tell you that.
Like when I would like for example, when I shoot pictures for Snuggled in Love, I shoot 2 pictures and pick the best one.
well, that's what Richard does.
yeah, I do that too.
Yeah, and unlike many people, I asked him to pick the best one because he told me something very telling. The way the one that people pick is how they see themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
But,
yeah.
but you can also look at it as photography is in the eye of the photographer. What the photographer sees, like, say, for example, a picture of the moon. One photographer will see it one way, but another photographer will see it a different way.
Yeah. Paul, you,
Well, everybody has their own style, and everybody is. I'm probably my worst critic for myself.
No, I can
but,
be worse.
No, well, no, well, maybe, but I mean,
I agree
what I'm
with you,
saying
Paul.
is, I more look at stuff at the technical part of it
Oh.
rather than the artistic. So it could be all blurry and out of focus, but it could still be artistic
Well,
at the same time.
it's
I
interesting
look
you
for-
mentioned that because I heard it on the Canadian radio back about 3-4 months ago about the woman was saying she was telling a story, reading a story about a photographer. I think it was in the U.S. who the bride and groom contracted her to take pictures of the wedding, but what she
Right.
did was take them all blurry because that was her art. Didn't
Oh.
tell them that was going to happen.
Yeah, I would not be happy with that.
Yeah, that
yeah, when you're a photographer for hire, your clients have the final say.
right. No matter how stupid
Right.
it is, that's what you get. You know, like if they do a salad, say, "I want all pictures of feet." That's what you do.
And both Mick and Paul hire their services out.
Yeah, because the woman, her name is Carmen Cruz. It's just a radio name, but she's actually Chilean. But it's funny, she's from Edmonton and she sounds completely American. She said, "I don't know how I did that," but she speaks Spanish and English. But she said, $500 in a meal, I'll take your pictures. Is that like always
Well-
a comp? You know, the meal.
Well, they always give you a meal usually, and they usually, and if you have an assistant, they take care of you. They feed you usually. If it's a wedding, anything else, no, I don't think that. But at weddings and that type of parties, things like that, they usually feed you.
The tone of the show is markedly changed.
You just
What?
brought us to a screaming halt there, Prez.
The tone of the show is not going to change.
No, it already markedly changed.
Oh, a little observation.
Are you making
Yes.
fun of my hosting last week?
No, you got screwed. You got screwed. I want to apologize on behalf of the Home of the Future. You got screwed. That was bullshit.
Well, I see how you guys work together.
Well,
So I was trying to incorporate that a little
No.
bit. You know what I mean?
no,
But, yeah.
no,
Go
no.
Bills.
Go Bills.
My brother and Chris had on a jersey hoodie today. It had the picture that Josh drew when they asked him to draw a picture of a buffalo, the Buffalo Bill symbol.
Yeah.
He can't do art, but it's popular because he did it.
Right,
and-
right.
yeah.
Well, as far as you said, comp and getting a meal comp, I think that's fair. I mean, if I'm I know you're paying me, but if I'm here doing all this work, yeah, I want a meal.
Yeah, you know,
I'm on
sure.
a diet right now, but
And
still,
generally, you're not taking pictures while they're eating anyhow. I mean, and you don't spend the whole time eating. You eat something real quick, and then you go up and take pictures of the tables and this, that, and the other thing. So, they got to feed you, especially if you're there. I mean, like a long wedding, typically for me, if I was doing a full coverage wedding, it's a 10-hour day. So they got to expect to feed you,
Oh, Mr. Labasco has joined us.
Hello, guys. Hello, press. That's funny. You're not included in the group.
Hi, guys.
Back in '67, my grandfather, my father's father, he was a photography aficionado. He photographed, developed his own, and he took all the pictures and did as good a job as anyone. But he had one of those big old, I don't know
Press box.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what the make was, but it wasn't a Brownie, but it was like maybe it was a Leica, but I'm not sure. Because in the '60s, I don't know who would have been a big camera maker. You know what? Kodak.
It could have been a Mamiya.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, there's medium format. He probably had a medium format.
well, it was something that you had to pull the thing out.
Why has the tone of the
Oh,
show
that was like
changed
a press box. So it's
drastically?
probably a large format camera then.
Yeah.
Did it
Well,
have
that's
the
what.
accordion in? Did it have the bellows in
right,
the back?
right.
Yeah,
Right,
okay.
yeah.
It was a press box camera.
Yeah, and so that's what. And so he could enlarge them and develop. He developed them all in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It absolutely did, because we have continuity now. We don't have somebody who's like having diarrhea shits, every 5 seconds, interrupting everything.
Well,
sure.
I think that we could have something better than this because I know Vanessa, and I know that that when you guys get on her case, that causes her to get hyper and feel like she's got to prove something, and then she's
Stop making excuses.
Yeah,
no,
totally.
it's real. It's real.
But the thing is,
Yeah,
you say something
it's
different every
fantasy.
time. Brian, you say something different. Richard, you do. You don't say the same thing over and over, repetitive, word for word. It was never compelling in the first place, and then it just gets rote and it gets boring. What if you turn on the evening news every night and they said, Larry Smith got shot in the head. Larry Smith got shot in the head. Larry Smith got shot in the head. Eventually you get tired of Larry Smith being shot in the head. You want
Yes.
something different.
Like beating a dead horse, are you saying?
Yeah, till it's a red mist.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I get the shock doc, is that what it's called?
yeah.
Aspect that you guys, because when I started watching early on, you guys were great together. I mean, it was funny. You got on her case, she got on your case, but it wasn't over. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know what happened, but it was funny. It was fun. it
Well,
was
because
good
I
energy.
moved on and she didn't.
Okay.
Well, then you need to stay because
fair.
because if it's funny and it's attraction to the show, then that's positive.
No, I can't tell the
She's not-
joke. I can't tell the joke again because it's not funny the second time.
Okay, so it's just a personal.
Like what I'm saying is you would talk a little crap about her, and then she would, it was just, you know what I'm trying to say. The content you guys had, whatever the shock doc aspect, it was almost like you guys were borderline being mean, but it was in a fun, goofy
Right,
way.
because we're in the sandbox here.
yeah, and then it just, I don't know what happened. It just fell apart.
Well, I know that there was a continual process of making progress and then dashing it, and that primarily. I'm not going to say who, but it was a repetitive thing, and it's. I wish you would trust my evaluation because it's the like last week after the show there was supposed to be a new intro that was going to be read by all of us, and then I as far as I don't want to say actually I like how Mick's being tonight. I actually like it, but
yeah, that was, I mean, that was, okay. I don't know what happened before because I wasn't here. I walked in, 2 minutes later I sat down and we were starting the show. She asked him to introduce everybody, and I don't know, Mick, you got a little, I don't know what happened before I got here, but you guys just blew up the minute we started.
Well,
I don't know. I just walked in. I
so
don't
the
know.
neighbor's dog is really vicious. and somebody comes up and is poking the dog.
Yeah, I get that. Poking
And
the bear. Sure.
and on my
Poking the bear,
take
huh?
is,
Well,
if-
I tried to relate to the mental illness that everybody has when I sent you that text. And basically, Richard says everyone he knows has mental illness. And I believe that everyone does. The one that I don't think did was Jesus Christ. We all have to deal with issues because we're not perfect. So how do we overcome the differences? Like, I wanted to get to know Mick better because I try to care for everybody. I don't try to limit anyone.
but
What do you mean?
don't you
We're
think
not
that?
all perfect.
Yeah,
Well,
but
what do
don't
you mean
you?
you're-
Well, one thing I want to add on that is we do say a lot of free speech and things like that. So I don't think one person should be treated different from another.
Yeah,
Free speech.
but also I think that's some hubris thinking your way should be the way that's instituted. Actually, it's a conglomeration, and that's what steers the ship.
Well, what is a conglomeration?
You should be
actually
treated
in
the
existence?
way it is. Like, hey, whatever goes in comes out. You treat somebody a certain way, you get to get treated that way back.
You know that I mean, why don't you be a Buddhist about it and be in the moment and be in the absolute moment? I mean, you're there right now. You can't say the Buddhists don't have Jesus.
That's true.
But I've never. There was I had a Tibetan. I had 5 Tibetan patients in 2001, in 2002-3 at Elmhurst. One guy, it wasn't warm in the room, but there was like a psychic warmth. You walked in the room, you just felt better, and he was just Joe Tibet.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
No, Mick, I'm not trying to trigger you. I was just speaking on what I seen when I got here, buddy. I'm not trying to do none of that.
I'm gonna say outright. I support if Mick wanted to do something different, okay, because he was the host, and it
Right.
was not her place to tell him what to do, and unfortunately, that set him off. Because
Yeah.
if she told me what to do, I'd just tell her to
and
pound
then,
salt.
And then when I got in the seat, I just
I almost
did
wish I
what
was
you
in that
do.
show.
I read and then introduced. I just tried to follow the guideline, not the guideline. I was trying to do
Well,
what you do. Read the premise and then just start it. So I wasn't against doing anything different. I was just doing what I know.
Was your girlfriend wearing fake glasses and a nose last week?
No, they were fake. Those
Well,
were
it looked like
glasses.
because her nose didn't look normal.
those are her glasses.
Oh, because she's a cutie.
Yeah, it was the lighting, I think, maybe.
What
in
did she
here.
see in you?
That's what I
Was
said.
there a mustache
That's
with
what I
those glasses?
said. Right. I know what you're talking about, the mustache glasses.
Yeah, the Groucho Marx.
I'm still trying to figure out what she sees in me, too.
Well,
But it's going good, though. It's
Get it
all right.
while you can.
Yeah. No, it's
Well,
going
they're
good.
not there yet.
Yeah, it's going
They're
good.
they're
though.
taking it slow.
Is Mick still on Zoom, Tom?
He is in the comments, I believe.
I think his connection.
Yeah, Mick, I wasn't saying anything bad or good about you. I wasn't triggering you. I was just
Wow,
saying
that's
what
really.
I've seen.
No, you were supporting him
You
like
know?
I was supporting him.
Yeah, I mean, nothing bad, nothing good. I have a big heart. I try to support everybody. I'm
You are
pathetic,
very
you know.
diplomatic and
I try to
conciliatory.
stretch myself, as much as I can anyway, with everybody.
I almost ordered from Denny's at 2 this morning.
I'm
but I
glad I'm
didn't.
not there no more.
Oh, I thought you were working both
No,
jobs.
I'm at the college full time. Yeah.
Way cool.
Well, he's got an extra day this coming week, and then,
And I have an extra day this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were you saying? We started watching about Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
and
Oh,
what
the
were you-
curse,
I
the
don't mean to
curse of
segue it,
Led
but-
Zeppelin.
Yeah, the curse of Led Zeppelin.
Yeah. What about it?
that's very that's
So-
very
Satanic.
yes
Well,
taboo
sure.
taboo.
But that's the whole thing that Crowley was a Thelemist following Thelema, and Jeff Beck, Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page never really got into it. Like the Beatles didn't really, except for
Right.
George Harrison, didn't get into the whole Hindu thing.
Okay.
So Jimmy Page was more thinking of, I want to shoot up heroin. Whereas Aleister Crowley was the one making deals with the devil and shit like that.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and so that's why,
They're both bad. They're both bad pasts, but
yeah, but Baphomet, with the why does everything have to be so bombastic? Like with the goat's head with the curved. Oh, speaking of, if you wanted to buy one of those goat heads or a steer head, a real one, will cost you like $3 or $4 grand.
You can actually buy one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about a mounted one?
Oh, yeah, well,
Well-
one that you see like inside Longhorn Steakhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, like you're like, what the hell,
Yeah,
dude?
that's a lot of
Although
money.
this is a true story. No, I'm going to lie to you. My nephew got a deer a couple of years ago, and he had the Amish taxidermy it.
Oh, wow.
No, it was good, except for when I'm looking at the skull and a piece of the brain fell out of the nose. It was all dried out. It was all like,
Missed the spot.
Yeah, but Stanley Tucci on Tucci in Italy had this show that they ate all the offal of the cow, and the fried brain actually tasted good because it's white matter, which is all fat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why. But also the
didn't know
character
that.
of your brain is like Jello. So you could, if somebody's opened up your melon and cut through the dura, you could put your finger right through it.
Oh, so Mick is asking if people have a satanic religion, is it their right to practice that?
It is.
I talked about
Absolutely.
I
Everyone
talked
has-
I talked about there being separation of church and state, and people that are going to do what they want to do. You shouldn't try to stop them. You should have rules that are appropriate for their culture and stuff. But it's
Well, that's
to
like.
to the limit of what you're willing to do as a government.
Well, let
But-
me touch on this. So that's like we don't really have religion, more of a spiritual relationship with God.
Yes.
Richard did his thing with the what were those called? That you went for religion practices. What did you do?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
You talk what? Yeah, what? What, Tom?
He went to the seminary.
Yeah, that.
Oh, yeah.
Seminary.
Oh, okay.
And then you have someone that would be worshiping Satan. Then you got Salmonica who worships Buddha. Like these are all people's protected rights. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to tell you who you should or shouldn't worship. Though I would like it if you did some things or didn't do others. But who am I to say who you have a right to?
But that's the thing. If you're in Salt Lake City and the Latter-day Saints want to put up a thing, that's what the prevailing culture is. And we have a lot of Christians and Jews in our area. But it's been shown you can't refuse it because it's from the Satanists, or
Yeah.
even if they're atheists, because atheism is almost its own religion, like the
It
way
is.
I say it all the time. They believe in nothing. They believe in something.
Right.
So I
What
say
they
it all
believe
the
in
time.
is nothing. So
Yeah.
that's why, just like hot water or water tastes different.
Yeah.
Right. Or deionized water should taste like nothing, but that in itself has that taste.
Yeah.
And so if you have a beautiful menorah put up by the Satanists, because as whether you like it or not, that's why the ACLU exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, giving your
I love ACL. I used to donate to them when I
You
could.
mean ACLJ? There's a difference.
American Civil Liberty Union.
American Civil Liberty Union.
And then there's the American Center for Law and Justice, ACLJ.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
It's-
that's great.
Yeah, it's they talk about it on Truth FM. I think that's what it's called. And they have a half-hour show at 12 o'clock most days, and they support like people's religious rights, and they're basically lawyers and legal people that go to different problems in the country where like there's a certain circumstance where this group of kids were wearing, I forget what it said, but it was a pro-Christian
Oh,
religious
right,
thing.
right.
And then they threw them out, and then they got sued because they threw them out for that, and then they took it to court and won.
If you just think about America, that no matter where you go, from South Texas to Seattle to Miami to Bangor, Maine to Honolulu, Hawaii to Fairbanks, Alaska, everybody you meet, 90% of who you meet, they're townies.
Right.
Yeah.
And that they don't have a bigger picture. All they know is one thing, and they enforce that rule. Like we don't do that here. Why? I don't know. We just don't do that here. That's what.
When in
that's
Rome,
what
do
it is.
like the Romans.
Yeah. Well, that's where the word barbarian comes from, because barbarous meant foreigner. That's all. You were and SPQR. You'll see that. That's Senatus Populusque Romanum, Senate and people of Rome. That's what SPQR means.
Outsiders need to assimilate into the society they're in.
Right, and actually, yeah, that's one of the problems
Well-
with the immigrants right now because they're not assimilating. They're trying to change our culture into their
Well,
culture.
look at the Chinese.
Yeah, big
Everywhere the
time.
Chinese went, they became Chinese. Everywhere they went, they didn't assimilate. They brought
Right.
it in,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
made the people, the ones invaded, become Chinese. Okay, well,
Oh, let's address Lori's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She
was just
says
gonna say.
you don't need religion to be moral.
oh, absolutely, they're
No,
not.
of
They're not the
course
same.
not.
No, actually,
Absolutely
I
not.
believe you do because in Germany, if you look at the idea that Hitler came to power, they did what was right according to what being a normal good person is. They protected their families and they refused to be put in concentration camps because they weren't willing to fight against something that was so wrong because they didn't see a good solution from their personal immediate standpoint. Where with religion, with God, you can understand that you can stand up for what's right even if you die.
So I'm gonna say, in my experience, we grew up in a Christian home and stuff, but I didn't do that. I went my own way and did my own thing. But I still always had morals, and I just believe my relationship with God maybe strengthened those. But I had them from a worldly level for the longest time. Like, treat someone with respect and dignity just because it's the right thing to do.
Right.
Not because...
And that's how most people are brought up.
Yeah. So I think with relationship or with religion, sure, it's helpful. But I think, like Lori said, I don't think... And I'm speaking from a spiritual, religious standpoint. I don't think it's
But you also
needed.
realize that during a lot of that time that you were away from this, that you did a lot of things that you would never do again.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
when I grew up, religion was a scare tactic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you do this, you're going to burn in hell. You're going to go to purgatory.
that's
you're gonna,
why I
like,
don't-
what the hell is that?
That's
You know,
why I
it's
don't
like,
do
nah.
religion. I do relationship. I don't.
Well,
Yeah.
and,
Well,
God's folly is greater than man's wisdom, and
Yeah.
any man who could say they know the mind of God is an idolater.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I think
That's
religion
not
was
true.
here to control people.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think you can know
You're-
the mind of God.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was invited.
No, you weren't.
Richard gave me an invite.
Did you?
Richard did give her an invite.
No, you didn't get an invite, and you don't get to be on the air
Why not?
because you're.
You're free speech absolutist.
No, I'm not.
no.
I got
Fix
I'm out.
fix her thing.
I'll
Yeah,
see you.
you're.
Hello? Turn me on.
No, turn
Turn me on.
No, turn it off.
No, turn it on.
No, keep it off.
Why? No. Free
Because
speech
I
ab-
said
You did what did you say? You didn't say anything.
You're not
I was
wanted.
sending you messages.
Leave.
I blocked you. I
I was
blocked you
sending
10
you
days ago.
messages all. I was sending you messages all week, and you didn't
How stupid is
respond.
this?
And I was invited, so I'm here.
Invited by
You're
who?
not.
I was invited by Richard. He sent me an invite this morning. He says,
you,
"Come on."
Richard?
Yeah, he did.
The invite was to join in the comment
Hey.
section.
Oh, the
Okay, I'm back
comments.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
see, that's,
I didn't
that's
read that.
to
I
you.
read it as an invite.
That's to you.
No, I was read to an invite. What? Hi.
Well, you're
Hey, we got to
obviously not
straighten out the
wanted
thing with
here,
Mick.
right?
I just wanted Mick to
You're not-
introduce the guests, and
No.
that was
You're
a
not-
matter
you're not
You're
of.
not
here.
welcome.
Well, what? You're not free speech absolutist? I thought you said nobody was banned. Richard always says nobody ever gets banned, so how could I get banned? I never. That's not a thing on this show. Nobody gets
You're
banned
not
on
banned.
this
You
show.
weren't invited. You just weren't
No,
invited.
I was invited. I was
you weren't.
invited. Hey, what is an incel?
No,
What is an incel, Paul?
See,
what,
that's just
what
it.
is an incel?
You're not contributing.
Well, I am. I'm contributing very well. I'm bringing the show to life.
I should have had some chili last night so I could contribute a fart, which is the same value. of
Well,
what
that's,
you're
that's what comes out of your
contributing.
mouth. You got two. You
Oh,
got two
shut
ani.
up.
Hi, that's a joke. We're doing our comedy team.
No.
Oh yeah.
Nothing
What?
you say
What do you
is
mean?
funny.
It is funny. It's double plus funny, like Obnoxio the clown
Who
from
is
Crazy
nobody,
Magazine.
Nobody is laughing.
You don't know who's watching right now if they're laughing or not.
You got there. It is.
What? Lori, Michael, Mike. Hi, Mike. What's good? What's Mike want?
It says go away.
Why are we allowing this?
I don't know, because it's free speech absolutism, and Richard's all about free speech
But you're not
absolutism.
invited. You-
Richard,
No,
Richard runs the show. Richard
not
said that we just have
invited.
to. No, Richard
You're
says we
not
have the illusion
invited.
that you run the show, and we got to pretend. I have the
only reason-
messages
well,
that like you
I
don't
guess
really
I
run the
gotta
show.
go. The only
Richard does.
reason
Oh,
I
shut
showed
up!
up
What
was
does an
because you
incel?
weren't
What's an
gonna be here.
incel? What is an
So-
incel? What is an incel?
I'll see you.
What is an
Can you
incel?
quiet her,
no,
please?
no, don't.
Yes, please.
No, because it's free speech absolutism.
You're the only one saying
That's
that.
free speech. No, you said that to me when you wouldn't
I
kick this
never said
joker
it.
off for like bashing me.
I never said that.
No, you Drangem was bashing me in the press out of nowhere on a couple of shows in the past, and
I did not use that
No,
phrase.
no, he was bashing us.
But I
and-
did not use that phrase.
Which phrase?
The one you keep
Free
repeating.
speech absolutism. That's what Richard says, and he says he's the one who really runs the show. You're just the figurehead. You stole it from Paula anyway because you're a misogynist.
Yeah. that-
Misogynist stole the show from Paula. He stole it from Paula. It's really Paula's show.
Richard. Here.
What?
Well,
Wait, you,
no,
you
I
weren't
meant
talking
use
into
my
your microphone. Oh, we lost Mick.
Yeah, you are.
hear me?
Yeah, that everybody. You realize how you push everybody away?
No,
Oh, you don't realize it. Okay.
no, everyone pushes me. Everyone.
Everyone pushes me.
Oh, you're
away.
always the victim. Okay.
No, but you do. You have a double standard. You have a special set of rules for me and a different set of rules for other people. Like when Dragem goes around bashing me and calling me something that I'm not. I'm an intersex chimera. I'll admit it. I'm intersex. I'm
no
a
such
chimera.
thing.
I was born
Nah,
with fucking
nah.
ovaries. So shut your
No,
fucking trap.
no,
Everyone,
no,
I have
no
to be
such
one or
thing.
the other.
No
I
such
have
thing.
to.
Wow, we were going so well.
Well, we're going even
Yeah,
better.
we
We're
were.
going double
We were
plus.
going so
We're
well.
But you, hey, one thing. Can I ask you something, Jason?
No.
Yes, I can, because it's free speech absolutism. Why did you steal the show from Paula when she was down and out? Greg only has so long to live, probably, and she was going to different events, and then
We all
you
only
stole
have
the
so
show
long
out
to
from
live. What
under
kind
her.
of stupid statement is that?
You usurped her show.
I did not. She
This is
asked
the
me.
no woman experience. This is like misogyny in action. Where's Sasha? Where's Paula? You want to get rid of me? What is this?
This
Is
was
this
a
like
good
all
show,
like just
so it's
misogynist
ruined now.
incellery? That's all I'm seeing.
This is-
Confront
Why
your
don't you go away?
misogyny. Confront
Go
that
away.
you are agents of the patriarchy.
Okay.
What do you
See ya.
say, Prez?
Bye.
I said, Paul, love your enemies.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I love everyone. I even love Jason. I invited Jason. Hey, Jason, I invited you to Thanksgiving, to Christmas, to New Year's Eve. We invited you to Brian's birthday, and you didn't want to come to any of them. We're trying to be your friend.
What? I'm sorry,
You
I
used
was
to be
sick.
my friend, but you used to be my friend. What happened?
I couldn't take you anymore.
Why? Did Richard stir you up?
No, you stirred me up.
But no, Richard stirs you up vicariously. He stirs me up. He stirs everyone up. He stirs the Prez up.
So nothing is your fault. Good,
Well, this
good,
is-
good.
Well, a lot of it's Richard's fault. A lot of it's you're,
Can we
you're
get back
playing
to what
along.
we were
He's not
talking
your
about?
friend. He's nobody's
You know,
friend.
Yeah, it would be nice.
He's nobody's friend.
Okay.
He does this for entertainment and
Hey,
amusement.
be quiet. Let somebody else talk.
Okay, well, fine. Go ahead.
We can't because you keep interrupting.
No, you're interrupting me.
By the way,
You were the interruption. You weren't invited.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say the tone of the show changed, right?
Well, no kidding.
Or do you mean the content? What do you mean by the tone?
We just got real dark.
This is.
I'm trying to bring it back to life.
Before me and Brian joined, it was dark.
wait, I can't hear the Prez.
You're backwards. Your mic's backwards.
Oh,
Now flip it around. There you go.
There you go.
okay.
Speak.
Can you repeat that, Prez?
What did I just say?
Well, earlier
I
when
said
you
that-
said the tone of the show is different.
Yeah, because because the initial part of the show was
Frustrating,
basically bashing Vanessa, and you did that tone until Brian and I joined, and then we got on better topics. But the thing is, that lasted for so long, and then when Vanessa came in,
The tone's gone.
But that kind of happens every week. We
had a very calm
jump through
tone.
topics and dialogue changes. I don't think
No,
that.
but
Fast
the
pace is
dialogue
right on the
was
5-minute
nice
timer.
and calm, and now it's displaced.
What's he saying? I can't hear him.
he said it's
Wow.
nice and calm, and now it's displaced.
Wow.
Lori is quite vehement on your presence here,
I'm
Vanessa.
What?
If you have to tell people you're fun, you're not.
I am fun. You guys know I'm fun.
you
And
should-
I'm fun. I have
you-
parties. They're fun all the time. We drink holiday nog, like from San Monaco.
Well, it
Fun.
we the thing is, if people would just try to get along, we could get a lot further with things.
Oh, he doesn't have the picture, the Tinder picture.
No, it was so chaotic leading up to the show.
Okay.
I didn't have a chance to
Are you
Okay.
talking about your
put up
Bumble experiences again?
No.
Why? Him and Paula did that on Whoever Strokes the Bone when you weren't here.
So
And Richard is very quiet because he doesn't want to admit to what he did.
No.
So Richard doesn't like to express his own opinion. He likes to use the words of other people to express an idea.
Is this microphone working?
Right.
Yes, it is. We can hear you, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's he have to say?
Okay.
What, Paul?
So
I
the
just
thing
wanna-
that what the Prez brought up was about something about Hitler or whatever morality. Just watch Education for Death on YouTube, and you can see how it was a Disney propaganda film, and it's not. These two things don't look alike.
it's a really
That-
What two things?
They're great.
What two things don't look alike?
What we did in the U.S. and what they did in Germany.
That's true.
Don't touch anything.
Why? I'm not.
Other than what we
Is it
did to
MC
the
Hammer? I can't hear
Japanese
nothing.
in
I
the
can hear
West
you.
Coast.
Well,
hear me?
no.
I can't hear anything.
There's the
from mine.
Japanese, yeah.
The Japanese though on the West Coast,
about now?
but they were
Maybe that's
Americans.
no, I
You know.
Right, and they put them in concentration camps.
Yeah, that was not equitable.
Is there another?
No, that's me. I'm yellow, Richard. You're blaring me out.
I got
Oh.
the white turned up, but I can't hear.
Oh,
There you go.
sorry.
No,
I'm
it's okay.
sorry.
And so
Give me a camera.
So in any case,
We're not always that different. That's the point I'm making. Is you got to be different.
in the words
to
of
be
Depeche
different.
Mode, people are people.
People
People are people. And
Very
before,
few find the true path. That's what Christ
I
said.
was
Very few
talking about
people
you
find
earlier
it.
today.
really,
Yeah, and I said
Good.
it's interesting on the show because there's not a lot of self-reflection. And I said, if you notice and you listen to Jason, he'll make little nice comments about you without you catching it. Like he'll say, like he said something about my sobriety one day, and it's like you do it quick and like, but you're making comments about people, nice comments.
well,
But it's what I'm saying is it's not all negativity. Sometimes it goes there, but what I'm saying is you guys recognize good in other people.
well, that's the thing. But if all you get is good all the time, that sounds insincere.
yeah, absolutely.
That doesn't mean you have to say something bad.
Yeah.
But everybody needs a little pick me up that don't mean helps.
I was gonna say and so it's nice that it can go both ways on this show, real quick.
Yeah.
And I like.
Hey.
That's
So,
why I enjoy this show.
I found out the hard way because I figured expand my horizons, so I went to Tinder also. And I'm
no.
like, what the frig? I can't even get anything from Tinder. But then I get
no.
a pop up today that says you've been hidden because you haven't completed your profile. That's my own problem.
No more Bumble, huh?
No, I'm doing the Bumble, but it's going
Yeah.
nowhere. But
Yeah,
also, the women, for one, on Tinder, they aim towards Toronto, not just U.S. on
Okay.
Bumble. And they're better looking on Tinder than they are
But
on
isn't
Bumble.
there a way that you could do mileage of how far your
Yeah,
profile goes?
but it doesn't give you a vector.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not like a Vectrex, it's more like an Atari.
Yeah, see I did
That's
not
funny.
miss that. That is not funny. Nobody's
It's funny.
laughing.
Tom laughed. Tom just laughed. It's funny. Vectrex is a vector-based video game system, and
I
Atari
played
is
one.
like.
I played one. A buddy of mine
it
has
a
one.
Vectrex. It's the best thing ever.
I don't have one, but my friend Michael does.
I had one. Tom's got one now. It becomes a Mindstorm.
But
It's really fun.
The thing is, we need to get Jason to relax so he can appreciate wordplay humor. And
Yeah,
we're
he's
not
gotta
at
re-
that-
yeah,
we're not
we're
at
just
that
having
point
fun.
right now. We're
No,
not at that point.
but it doesn't flow.
What do you mean it doesn't flow?
It's staccato, and it's like dropping the oar in the water on the return stroke. You're catching a crab. You're stopping the
What,
entire
you,
flow
did you
of
sit on
the
Sam Monaco's toilet seat again?
like that.
That's funny.
That is not. That's disgusting.
That's still funny.
You act like you're a 12-year-old that just discovered their junk.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's not funny. It's disgusting.
Some people like that.
Not most.
Is that male or female junk?
It's female junk. Well, it's real interesting. You want to see my junk,
Nope,
Paul? I
nope,
can show
nope.
it to you.
Yeah.
Nope.
Go ahead.
No,
Let's
I
see.
can't
No.
show it on air here. You want a picture of Nessa's junk?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, so you can
Yeah,
jerk
yeah,
off.
yeah, let's see it.
You want to
Yeah.
jerk off? You want to jerk off
Yeah.
to Nessa? I'm so fucking sexy, Paul. I know you want to.
Oh.
Don't hate me. I know you want to date me.
I would let my
Don't
dog
hate
date
me.
you.
I know you want to date me. What is an incel?
Date me, hate me.
What is
Either
an
way.
incel? Yeah, rhymes. Ain't that great?
Vanessa,
That
what
was
is an incel?
no. That was
What?
that happened to
What is
Ryan,
an
but that
incel?
wasn't the whole
I can't
point.
hear you.
What is an incel?
An incel. Well, we're looking at like one,
And
two,
an incel
three.
is
We got
an
three here, and it
involuntary
ain't you and
celibate.
Brian or me.
It's guys
yeah,
that
no, I
don't
see.
have sex and they blame women. It's
Who
not
the
their own
fuck's
fault, but
John
it's
Campbell, where this jackass crawled off a soup
think-
can.
Oh, that's fine. John.
Female junk my
You
foot.
know
Yeah,
this
I'm
person?
intersex. I got female
John,
junk.
you have my cats. I'm trying to come pick them up today or tomorrow.
Female
well, tomorrow
junk.
now. After church tomorrow, maybe.
Dude, I have X.
Oh,
X
is that your breath?
chromosomes. Yeah, what?
something stinks.
Yeah, Mick didn't stop.
I
Hey,
wanna-
how Mick smelled last week? He didn't have any respect. Remember? Hey, Brian.
What?
Mick, how did he smell last week? You said
Well,
he was very
It was-
I was unpleasant to be around. He
yeah, it
didn't
was
like-
unpleasant. John, please text me later. I want to get the cats at church tomorrow.
Hey, John, you want
Please.
a picture of my junk too? Hey,
Please and
buddy
thank
boy,
you.
I can send it.
No, don't be like John goes
But
to
he's
my.
putting
No,
me
no,
down.
no. John's
Yeah.
He put female
we
junk
have
my
to
foot.
talk with
John's
him.
family. Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, he
Tell him.
better apologize to the Nest because that's not nice what he did. I'm intersex and don't pick on me.
John, we'd like to hear your commentary
What,
on
you
how
think
you,
intersex don't exist?
how
Are
you
you a
like
Trumper?
how you like the
This is hilarious.
theme of the show so far.
It's great, isn't it? It's really picked up since the Nest is here.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
It was
You are
fantastic before.
you have such a lack of
Oh,
self-awareness.
This is comedy gold, buddy. We're a team,
What
and
was
you're
the
my
point of
buddy.
view?
This is iron pyrite.
No, like it or
What
not, you're
was-
my buddy.
What was
We were
the,
having a
is
movement.
my,
My buddy.
is my
Hey, what
buddy
the heck? Jeez, I
back?
can't hear you.
Shit.
This equipment from the Goodwill. I can barely hear you. I can barely hear. What is an incel? What is an incel?
I agree with you, Paul. The theme was much more egalitarian
No, it
before
wasn't.
Vanessa.
And
arrived.
also the
I don't think it was
dialogue was elevated.
I can
What
stand
does
up for myself because no one else
egalitarian
is doing it.
everybody got a chance
I'm a
to
fear
talk.
not. La Seraphim, I'm a fear not.
true, but-
what you looking
but
at? What
when
you
you were
looking
talking
at?
earlier, you
what
were
you looking at?
bashing
What you
her
looking
with
at?
See, be quiet.
What? Okay.
Everything
Tom,
was
can you mute that microphone?
everything was egalitarian, but you were basically spending all your time bashing Vanessa, and Jason expressed that I thought he had betrayed me when that wasn't true.
No, I didn't say the Prez. I said Sal. I didn't.
Oh,
I
okay.
said Sal. Sal says like 7 or 10 people betrayed him. No, not you.
Yeah. Okay.
Not the Prez. Sal. The
Okay.
Buddha.
Okay.
Sal Monaco?
No.
Sal does say people betray him. I've heard him
Well, they
say
do.
that. Yeah.
That.
That's a common theme of
I've
his.
never heard
Yeah.
Jason call you Sal. I don't think once.
Okay.
It's always
Yeah.
the press.
Yeah. That's how we
It's a
differentiate.
just a miscommunication.
No. I don't call you the Jesus freak, do I?
Yeah,
No.
you do.
Well,
No, I don't.
No, made after his face.
Oh, also, I want to see. Do you really think that Vanessa supports your
I do. I
your
will go to
faith,
church with him.
like Sky Daddy?
Well, I realize that's
Yeah,
not
she doesn't
right,
think
so I don't
anything
do
of
that.
yours.
I don't
She
do
doesn't
that.
think anything of your
no,
belief.
wrong.
I mean, that's.
Wrong.
I don't push it on anybody.
Lori's giving a critique of
Charnessa. I'm gonna. Oh, hey, I'm like poison ivy. You want me to touch you, Lori? But you want me to, Mike? You want me to touch you in a special spot, bro, dude? I can do that.
Yeah, that
You want to come over and have an orgy with me?
So
It's
this
just an
is
orgy of
for like
one.
12
This
years
is like
old,
Fast Times at
10-year-olds
Ridgemont High
She,
when
she learned
Mike,
from
Mike,
Obnoxio from
Obnoxio the
from-
clown.
from Crazy Magazine.
yeah,
That was
Obnoxio the clown.
I was
Joe's
reading it
right.
earlier,
Give
actually.
Vanessa her own
Yeah.
podcast. He sees the talent here.
advertise the date, 221.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna do
thought
another
it
one.
was
We got
26.
Vanessa's
22.
army here. The Bryce
See,
Vanessa.
somebody wants to know about Vanessa's podcast.
Yeah, of course he does, because it's so good. Because I
No.
just made this podcast good, double plus gooder. Me and you are a great comedy team, though, Jason, and you just got to admit that.
Thank
you know
you,
we
Joe.
are. Come on, buddy.
I
We do
do well
comedy gold
without you.
together.
See, when you used to get irritated in a fun way, that's what it was funny to me.
Yeah,
Where
a lot-
it is
a
now
lot
is
of
not
people
funny.
But
liked
see,
it.
it's like the people with personality disorders. The first time you see them, they're fascinating.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you're ready for the
everyone
movie to be
on the
over.
show
That's
has
when you
one.
see it again. It's
Yeah.
like a torn fingernail. And that's why it's not an act, but
First
it's the
couple
real thing.
episodes, I was like, this is great, this is great
Yeah.
because you were irritable, but in a fun way. And then it.
That's an interesting point you're raising. There's a saying, it's nice to meet a saint once. It's very difficult to live with one.
Oh, yeah. So I'm,
Okay.
you're right.
Well,
You're right.
Brian and
I
I
am a
both
saint,
saints.
Richard. I'm a
And-
saint.
Nobody said that about
They
you.
just did. That's what he was inferring.
Yeah.
I, me. I, me.
mine. Like George Harrison.
Is Amarwaz Werby Ben?
I, me, mine. Beep, 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 beep.
So
I,
did we get to your
me,
first
mine.
topic yet?
I tried.
Me,
It
mine.
was.
I, me, mine.
Be quiet, please.
Your first one.
See, this is comedy
He
gold.
said, please.
This is not gold. This is iron pyrite, or even
Maybe
less.
it's a silver bar.
No, it's like Diamond Head, which is calcium carbonate. It wasn't
Diamond
even.
Head's on Hawaii, isn't it? Did you ever climb
Well,
Diamond
sure.
Head?
Yes.
Speaking of calcium
Isn't that nice?
carbonate. So I just started. Well, I'm betting on a diet. I lost 16 pounds in 6 weeks. But
Wow.
dude,
Don't
I'm,
find
I'm
it again.
doing great. But what I'm saying is, I just started some more supplements, magnesium. But I hear the magnesium oxide is not the best. The tablets.
Yeah. Well,
That's what I'm taking. I hear they're not.
But the thing about it is, if you don't need it, you're not adding to it.
Well, I'm taking it for the cramps from working out.
Oh well, fair enough
glycinate
because
is good.
magnesium makes everything work better.
Period.
Yeah.
It's even smooth to the touch.
Okay.
You know, and like anybody, if you got a
Magnesium
headache,
glycinate.
you know, and you coming for the migraine cocktail, you know
I can't
that
hear you, buddy.
10 of Toradol and 20 of Reglan and
Toradol worked great for me.
and
liquid ibuprofen.
and 2
basically.
grams of mag sulfate IV.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you feel better.
But I hear the oxide is
Yeah,
it's
right.
a lot of waste in it.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
you can't maximize a lot of it, you know.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
what I don't understand is how the CoQ10 supplements work because stomach acid breaks that down.
Okay.
Taking it orally, because you know that our bodies have evolved over millions of years, or were created by God 6,000 years ago. But
I'm glad you at least said that, but you're laughing about it. which
well,
is-
because I really don't believe it. That's why.
Okay.
And I don't have any
But
faith
he
in
was
it.
open to you.
Yeah, if that's what you
accepting your
think.
belief, yeah.
Because you know what's funny is the people that say irreducible impossibility about like the blood cascade, but you can find toothfishes that have 4 of 10 clotting factors. So even that whole, if you want to make your head hurt, look at the clotting cascade.
Okay.
Because in for a penny, in for 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Not 1 pound, 100 pounds. The whole thing sucks.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're a hematologist, you got to know that. But anybody else, you're like, what the hell,
Right,
dude?
yeah.
And likewise, we've evolved so well that what we found out is that vitamins do one thing: they keep you from being deficient.
But I also heard they only work if you take them with the foods that already have them in there. Like the vitamin on itself, I hear you don't get a lot of it, and you don't absorb a lot.
We call that bioavailability.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you mean if you're going to take vitamins, take the food that has.
Well, basically take it with food. Yeah, that would enhance it because otherwise, it kind of goes right through you from what
So
I know.
that would mean you can't live on vitamins.
No,
you can't because there's no
Vitamins.
nutritive value in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And this is how it all ties together.
Testing.
Testing. Is this thing on?
Thank you, Lori.
It is, we can hear
Ground
you.
control
thank
the
you.
major
Thank you,
town.
Lori.
Do you so you know about Greenland and with Denmark?
Okay.
And vitamin K is from the Danish coagulation with a K instead of a C.
Oh wow,
There you go. It ties all together.
that's
Ha, ha,
crazy.
mother-
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, the blood of Christ is there to absolve us of our sins and have the new covenant with
So you're a
God.
cannibal?
Hey,
In a metaphorical
Idi
sense,
Amin.
yes.
Well, I
So
mean,
how does this go back to religion?
well,
Because he's talking about
if-
blood.
Paul, if that's all you do, that's all you do.
I don't know if it does.
Well, you
I'm
do
not
doctor
religious,
stuff
so I
because
don't-
that's what you're
they're
trained
I'm
musicians
in.
spiritual.
too.
There's a big difference. I'm not religious. I don't do no religious.
So you're a
rules.
spiritualist? You talk to spirits?
Yeah.
We
to
do.
the magic 8 ball.
I like to. I like.
God
to,
is a spirit.
listen. This is how I look at God. It's just it's in my heart. It's just whatever motivates me to do better that I can't get from the world, that I think I'm getting from the Bible, whatever. Just whatever motivates me to be a better person that I can't get from the man next to me, I'll take it.
Well, yeah, parallel is something I'm seeing on these dating apps is ENM, ethical non-monogamy.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but
You know, like, so you don't have to be religious to be a good person.
yeah,
Because
no, I know, and that's why I don't treat it as a religion. It's
Right,
just-
and it's like
a
Ron Reagan
relationship in
Jr.,
my heart that I guess.
the Freedom from Religion Society.
Okay, yeah.
But you know, that's the thing. If somebody's proselytizing, I don't want to hear it. I don't care what
Yeah.
you're selling. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it from the Christians, from the Jews, from the
Yeah,
Hare
as
Krishnas.
Hare Krishnas,
Yeah,
from
I'm not gonna sit
Hare
here and tell you if you do
Krishna,
this, you're going
Hare
to hell for
Krishna,
eternity. That's not my place to say.
Hare
You
Rama.
know, I don't sit there and I don't say, "Come with me if you don't want to go to hell."
Yeah,
No.
you're wrong. My way is right.
My relationship, what I have is
Hare
personal and
Hare.
private, and I don't need to.
Right. And that's where the idea of having to confess to a priest.
Yeah, I'm not digging it.
Yeah, no.
Well, you're supposed to confess to other believers you can trust, but I wouldn't trust most priests because, for one thing, they call themselves Father so-and-so, and that's specifically against what it
Mike's
says.
mad.
Well, that's religion, that's rules, that's law.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I want no part of it.
Oh, and I asked,
Yeah, a lot of them
I
are
asked the canon
pedophiles,
lawyer.
too.
I said, could you
yeah,
like,
they are. Yes, they are, Paul.
because he went
What did he
to
say?
the canon.
Most of them are pedophiles too.
Well, not most of them, but
Well,
even if one is
yeah,
too
but
many.
Still, one is too many. That's
Like
most
in All
of them. That's
Saints.
enough.
Yeah, that he went
Talking
to
about that with
the
Sal
canon
Monaco.
law school in Rome, and I said, could you argue in a court of law? He says, no. Even though it's parallel, there's no, you're not like can't be admitted to the bar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I saw a cartoon about confession, and tell me what the cartoon means. All right.
Okay.
A cat goes into a confessional to confess his sins, and the door where the priest sits opens up, and there's a mouse, and he's looking like, you got to be kidding me. What exactly is that supposed to represent?
That's an allegation
Well,
of
that's,
pedophilia.
That's temptation.
That's temptation.
Temptation.
Good New Order
Do
song.
I go confess or do I follow do I follow Christ or do I follow my temptation? I guess that's the analogy I would get out of it.
Hey, you guys, you familiar with the New Order song "Temptation"?
Dead air. Dead air.
No,
I
it's a
don't
good
think
song.
So, no.
I do it at karaoke. See,
So speaking of music, I went and
Yeah.
played. I went and jammed with Pam.
Pam, that's
Ignacio and her crew last.
that's Mick's bestie. He wants to go rounds with her.
Well,
Well,
so
the thing
I
is-
went and
the thing
jammed
is-
at their house last night with a bunch of guys. They threw some music at me and said, "Play this," and it was fun and it worked out great.
What do you mean play it? Are you a musician?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a drummer and a
Oh,
guitar
drum-
player, but I play drums.
plays bass
most
and
of my life.
I interrupted you. You're a drummer and what else?
Guitar. And,
Oh, guitar.
but bass more than guitar.
My buddy Sean, 30 years ago, he said if he would have done bass instead of rhythm guitar, he'd have a job all the time.
Yeah, so I'm happiest.
Where?
with
I'm a good
I've been playing
bassist.
drums 27 years in bass. I'm happy with drums. So they started playing, and I just got in there and.
I'm not sure, but I think Keith Power, who did the music for Hawaii Five-0, not the theme, and he also does Canadian stuff. And Daryl Power of Great Big Sea, I think they're brothers because the bassist for Great Big
Okay.
Sea is Daryl Power.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah, maybe. What we
And the
got?
lead singer of Great Big Sea, Alan, what's his name? He and Russell Crowe are good friends, even though one's in the Maritimes, the other's in Australia.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, you better sign us
yeah,
off.
you gotta
there,
sign
Jose.
us off,
50
Jason.
seconds. Everybody love each other.
Oh, that's where we're at. And so
love
this
your
was our
enemies.
great show that went right in the shitter when the piece of shit showed up. And so we're
But I came with the
releasing you.
plunger. I came with
We're
the
releasing
plunger.
you and have a great week, y'all. We'll see you next week.
See ya.